Hey everybody, Evan here with A Tuned Musician. Today we're going to be talking about 7 ways to help you prepare the best that you can for a show or a concert as a drummer. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, Evan here with A Tuned Musician, where our mission here is to help drummers find and keep the motivation to practice drums and to keep getting better, and also push past those plateaus that we face as drummers, as musicians. We can get past those plateaus and we can continue to get better at the drums and at any instrument that we choose to play. Today we're looking at 7 ways to help us prepare for a show or a concert as a drummer. Now, if you've been playing drums for a while, some of these things you may already know. Whatever it is, this video is probably not for you. This video is for anybody who is just starting out playing drums. Maybe you are jumping into playing your first string of shows or concerts as a drummer. Whatever it is, or maybe you've been playing a while and it's just been a few years since you played a show and you're wondering how to prepare your best for a show. So let's just go ahead and dive into it and get into the actual meat and potatoes here. You'll want to stick around to the end here so that way you can get the full benefit of all these 7 tips. And then also I wanted to share something here. So tip number 1, of course I had to print this out because it just makes it way easier. Tip number 1 is actually a checklist of all your gear somewhere. I can't tell you how many times I've forgotten my gear, whether it be drumsticks. I've forgotten a snare drum before. I don't know how that's even possible. I actually, a couple years ago, forgot my entire hardware case. So I didn't have my cymbal stands, I didn't have my floor tom legs, I didn't have my hi-hat stand, my snare stand. I literally had no stands. All I had were my drums and the cymbals, and then my stick bag, and then, drum dial, drum key. Didn't have any hardware. It is so important to make a checklist of literally everything that you're going to bring to the show. And as you are moving those things into your vehicle, wherever it is, mark it off the checklist. It's going to make it way easier on you, and you're not going to forget even little things. It can be a lot as a drummer, especially if you don't have drum cases or a hardware case or bag. I recommend getting those. It's going to make it easier on you. So, tip number 2, drink plenty of water. I don't just carry around this aquarium of water for no reason. I am thirsty 112% of the time, and I feel like I can never quench my thirst. Drinking water the day before you play a show, and then also the day of. It's so important, and I see so many people who don't drink enough water, and maybe it's just because I feel like that whale in the videos where it comes up and just envelops like tons of fish out of the water. I feel like that all the time. Drink water. You're gonna sweat a lot. As a drummer behind the drum set, you're gonna sweat a lot. You're gonna lose electrolytes, which leads me to bringing some sort of electrolyte drink or salt or something to replace those electrolytes. It is super important. I can't tell you. I used to bring Monster energy drinks to shows, and I'd be drinking water, but I'd also be chugging this Monster, and I'd get all jittery, obviously because of the Monster. And I'd get all jittery, and I'd be really jittery, and we'd start playing, and eventually it just kind of, even out, and I ease out of that jitteriness. But drinking water, seriously, you don't need anything else. You don't need soda. You don't need sweet tea. You don't need any whatever, dude. Just drink water with electrolytes because you're going to be sweating a lot. So, 2, also with electrolytes, it's going to help, you're losing them, so you're replacing them. It's going to help prevent cramps, which leads me to point number 3, and that is stretching your arms, stretching your legs. This is going to help decrease the risk of injury. It's going to help your joints to attain the full range of motion as you're playing drums. It's going to help keep you flexible. So, stretch your arms. There's different stretches that you can do for your arms. Hold those stretches. You could Google it. I'm not like anybody who has any medical experience, but I can definitely tell when I stretch before and after shows or concerts. I mean, the difference is pretty ridiculous. You're gonna notice it. You're gonna feel it within your arms, within your leg. Which leads me to point number 4, and that's really warming up. We have different things that we can do. You don't have to be crazy with your drum warm up before a show. Oftentimes, when you're warming up, this has been my case. Most of the shows I played, they don't really offer you you know, the option to warm up behind the drums. They may just say, hey, give me the snare, rack tom, floor tom, kick, full kit to get the mix. So a lot of the times, because there are other bands playing or whatever, you won't have the chance to really warm up behind your drums. So I just recommend either warming up on your lap, or bring a practice pad. So right here, you know, I'll just show you a few warm-up exercises really quick that we can do to help you just be as warmed up. You stretched, now we're warming up. First one is really what you would expect, and that is single stroke rolls. Just start really slow, right, left, build up the speed, stay relaxed, and then slow it back down. Do that a few times to get your hands warmed up and stay relaxed the whole time. Another warm-up that we can do is the short spurts of doubling the speed. So if we were counting, you know, then we could also warm up our fingers. Obviously, you know, increase that as you feel comfortable. Another thing that we can do is applying those same things to just kick the kick drum, you know, and as I said, you may not have the option to be able to warm up behind the drums, so a good thing is just to warm up, literally stomping on the ground, right, left, you know, speed that up and then slow it back down as the first exercise we just did, and then the short spurt. And then another thing we can really do is some linear drumming, so we can, you know, just kind of get warmed up with the movements between our feet and our hands, so, you know, I mean, there are tons of different linear exercises we can do, but really getting acquainted with how it feels to drum, because if you haven't drummed and then you're like, oh, we got to go play this show, you may be super stiff. So doing these things is really going to help you out. Which leads me to point number 5, and that's just knowing the songs. And this is like, well, obviously I got to know the song if I'm playing this show or playing this concert, you know, but know the song so well that you're sick of playing the songs. This will ensure that you play it 100% precise and dialed in, and you won't make any mistakes. Oftentimes, stage fright can come from a lack of knowledge of the songs that you're playing, so learn it. Know the songs so well that you have no reason to forget any parts or get lost in the song or get lost in your drum fills or whatever you're doing if you're doing crazy fancy stuff. Get sick of the songs. Like, play them so much you're like, I hate these songs. But it's gonna help to ensure that you don't play it wrong or you don't get lost. So, point number 6, and I said it as I mentioned the warm-up, the single stroke rolls and everything. Point number 6 is just staying relaxed as you're playing. I mean, obviously you're gonna stay relaxed as you're warming up. It's important. I always talk about breathing really slow, big inhale in, you know, hold that for a few seconds, 5 seconds, 6, 7 seconds, and let go for 7 seconds. Big exhale. Do that as you're playing. You're gonna notice a big difference. Really helps out. So stay relaxed. If you're not relaxed, and especially this is true if you don't have a click track, you know, or you don't have a backing track and you guys are just playing through what you know, you're counting off, whether it's hi-hat or giving a 4 count or whatever. Drummers and bands tend to speed up their songs live. I don't know if they just get so jived, and I've done it, I'm guilty of it. You get so jived that you want to play faster than what you recorded it in or what you normally play it at. So just stay relaxed. Try not to speed up the songs along with just staying relaxed. Which leads me to point number 7. If you're not using click tracks, if you're not using a backing track or whatever for your shows, protect your ears. Tinnitus is real from that. I myself have played shows at the very beginning of my drumming career where I didn't wear earplugs. I didn't wear, I would even recommend acoustic filters because I used to just shove toilet paper or paper towels in my ears. But that is, you're just like blocking in all that sound and everything sounds muddled. In-ear, like filters, you can filter out, you know, down by 15, 20 decibels. I know there are some that have even more. So you can still hear all the highs, the lows, Nothing sounds like cardboard when it's hitting your ear. So protect your ears. These are the 7 things that you can do to really help ensure that you're gonna play the best show. These are so important. I always come back to them. They're gonna help you. I hope this video has been helpful for you. I hope you're able to take these things and apply them and help your own drumming journey and just play better shows. They're gonna help you. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna notice you look better if you record yourself playing shows. If you haven't already, in the description below, check it out. There's 10 free drum hacks to help you on your drumming journey to increase your drum chops to the next level. Check those out in the description below. 10 free drum hacks. They're gonna help your drumming. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every single time we upload a video here at Attune Musician. Hit the like and share button. If you found this video helpful, it would really mean a lot to me. It's gonna help the whole algorithm and the robots bring in everybody to, who this may be helpful for, whatever. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or you have other things that you do to prepare for shows. I wanna know your comments, any questions you have. Until next time, stay tuned.